Grrrr. Bah, 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 bah. Bah, 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 bah. What it do, YouTube? How y'all doing, you beautiful kings and queens out there? So look, today, today I got some Elvis Presley in the black community. I'm sure y'all can already tell by now that um you know that's why this one caught my attention when I first came across it. I was going to go listen to. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I was going to go watch or whatever. But y'all just have to stay tuned for the next video. The next video is what is what I was about to go to, because a lot of you guys suggested it down in the comments for my last Elvis video. But I saw this and it caught my eye. Like, Elvis Presley in the black community. Like, what that echo will never die. So I've been told that Elvis grew up in like a poor, like, come up and everything like that. His background, he was like real poor growing up or whatever. And I feel like what I think about that in this video is more so like him like relating to people that's like struggling or something like that. I could be totally wrong. I don't know. Oh, also y'all mentioned something about like do-rags or whatever. Like, why was that like a thing, I guess, in the US? I'm trying to get my waves better. My shit ain't like, nah, my shit is swimming, I ain't gonna lie. My shit better than Twan's, for real, for real. But that's what do-rags do. It just keep your hair. So after you brush it and you do everything you gotta do, when you go to sleep, you know, you lay down, you like rolling around everything, you move a lot of your sleep. So what the do-rag do, right? You just put that on before you, like, when you go to sleep or whatever, and then it like keep everything right there. So like your hairs, you want them like going in a certain direction, so you have your waves come in, and then that do-rag just basically like stay right there, so while you moving around, it don't move the hairs around and make your hair mess up. Okay, that's basically what do-rags is. It can be a fashion thing. Some people do use it for like fashion or just to keep their hair in one place. That's really like what do-rags do, just to keep it like down and like don't move. That's what do-rags are for here in the US. And yeah, it's pretty popular because a lot of people do it, and like from different hairstyles too. It's not just waves. But yeah, that's what that is. So now that we got that out the way, I'm about to start reacting to this Elvis Presley and the black community. I don't know what this is about. I already told y'all what I think it is about. But we're about to get straight to it. Yep. Gotta make sure I'm good and y'all can see me and everything. Right. Oh yeah, I felt like I should just take it off for this video because I've been wearing it too much. So I'm gonna take it off and let y'all, I guess, like look at my head for this one. Is the audio working?
I thought he was a very beautiful, and still is, a very beautiful person, and his memory shall probably forever live on. Well, you ain't never born rabbit. You ain't no friend of mine. There is no room.
So I'm not gonna lie, that right there is exactly what I pictured, like Elvis, like him doing something like that when I first like heard of him, and like just how it sounded of him growing up and everything like that. That's what I pictured. And I thought dude had like a beer gut, like it was just like, I didn't know he was like tone for real. I didn't know that. So that was definitely an eye opener when I saw all of that for the first time.
This city for the vulgar performances of Elvis Presley.
It's shocking. I watched him gyrate his legs and swivel his hips. And our parent-teachers group feels he should not be on television.
We've set up a 20-man committee.
What? Why? He can't have fun? He up there doing what he loved to do. So you feel like he should not be on television because he danced? Because he dancing, enjoying himself, having a good time up there, singing his heart out? That don't make sense.
To do away with this vulgar, animalistic, nigger rock and roll bot. Our committee will check with the restaurant owners and the cafes to see what Presley records is on their machines, and then ask them to do away with them.
You've learned anything from the criticism level, did you?
No, I haven't.
You haven't, huh?
Because I don't feel I'm doing anything wrong.
You're not.
Rock and roll has got to go. And go it does at KWK. We're all through playing rock and roll records. This week is record-breaking week here at KWK. And after this week, no more rock and roll will be played on the air.
The obscenity involved, yeah.
Why are they hating though? Like, what do you gain from hating? Like, why does that upset you like so much to the point where you feel like you gotta like go to social media about it and like
what? The rock and roll music is obviously a means by which the white man and his children can be driven to the level with a nigger.
That's crazy. Skip over that. I don't see how that's like a bad thing. Like, all right, maybe if you don't like it, just like, you feel me, don't listen to it or don't watch it. Why you gotta like there's people out there that do, so why like mess that up for them? Really, like, they coming out of money for this. Like they gonna have less people watching their stuff now because of how they feel. It just, like, if you don't want to watch that or listen to that, then don't do it. Fuck, it's that easy.
Obviously nigger music.
Everybody mostly turned him down. And because first thing, he had Negroes' ways. This is what they didn't, really at that time, they didn't want to accept.
Mostly by black performers. And he, in essence, because of at that particular time, the kind of backwards mental capability that many people had as judging a person because of the color of their skin is somewhat still does exist. But back then it was worse, and he actually, because of him being a Caucasian brother, he was able to do away with that whole thing.
The 77-year-old Early Wright, a disc jockey at radio station WROX in Clarksdale for 45 years.
Hi there. Pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How do you do? This is your soul man to be with you until I get through. I want you to stand by. Don't have no fear. Following Jay's show, should I play one like this one from out of here? Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Elvis's songs still get good play on Wright's program among the blues, gospel, and jazz recordings that are its staples. It was almost 40 years ago.
And you see, like that's the dude who like doing numbers. So why not play his stuff? You see, he gonna be the one making money, regardless. More people gonna want to listen to that because that's what they want to hear. Everybody else want to shut it down because a few people don't agree with it.
And Elvis drove down to Clarksdale from Memphis with a record and asked him to play it.
And I had been playing his record, and I had never seen him before, and I was amazed to see him. When he introduced himself to being Elvis Presley, then I went all the pieces over him. Then he and I started talking. I used to be the manager of a gospel group called the 4-Star Quartet, and I could listen to a man sing a hymn. I could listen to a man sometime talk. I did that. And I could pick him out whether he could fit in my group. And talking to Elvis Presley, I could see a great future in him.
It's no accident that Wright recognized Elvis's strong gospel roots. Here at the East Trigg Baptist Church in Memphis, older members of the congregation remember Elvis joining in with the choir while in high school. These were rousing sessions led by the charismatic pastor, the Reverend W. Herbert Brewster.
Like most black people in the South, and to whose throat God has pressed down a harp of 1,000 strings. It only needed tuning. Elvis's voice was that type of voice that agreed with the thought of Calvary. He had that kind of bent and inclination and attitude that suggested that God could use him. I gave the music a different approach and the beat. I knew that it wasn't.
Was he like speaking foul in like his music? Like for them to like dislike his music like that much to the point where they like take it off of radio and take it off of anything. Like I just don't want to hear it at all. Like get it away from me. Like it did. Like is he saying like some off the wall stuff? If he's saying like some hating, like some stuff that's just like really make you upset, or is it just like how he is as a person? Do they are they just upset at him just because of how he danced, or because they went to like his concert once, or not his concert, his like live show once upon a time or something? Like why they dislike him so much? Is it the music, or is it like how he danced?
When I heard if I've said much Jesus bear the cross alone, whether I've said with 1 beat, 2 beat, whether I've said it high or low. And I told them, come on in here and put your stuff together. They came in here, and it was a glorious experience, and Elvis was in that group.
Elvis came out with a style of his own, and it was very creative. And once he got into it, and you got that feel, Elvis just took off like a late break. And with Elvis doing this kind of music, gave an injection to black music that no other artist had ever done.
It was like an earthquake in my neighborhood. The whole place was shaking when he came on. And that's the
that's like Rob.
Possessed that kind of power. That it even comes off the TV and grabbed me in this ghetto neighborhood.
Elvis took my Tutti Frutti, and I was very disgusted. But by him saying it, he really made it bigger and made me bigger.
During those days, if it was a white artist doing something, they would just say, they don't like our blacks and we don't like them either. He's nothing but a copycat. But Elvis Presley, when he came on, chicks were screaming and going crazy, and it was like in the neighborhood. And I said, this guy's got something going, man.
Elvis had something that made him sound like he truly meant it, and that's what made a lot of people like myself like him.
I think Elvis had lots of soul. He appealed to black people. You definitely had to have soul in order to do that.
Like this an artist that when his name went on the marquee, they knew he was coming. People came from all over the world. I never heard of that.
Elvis did a lot of stuff that, rappers do these days.
He had the bling. You gotta have the bling when you're from Memphis.
He had the bling, he had a Cadillac. He had like a gangster there.
He was a thug.
As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning,
Elvis was gangster
a
for
little
real.
baby child is born in the ghetto.
The song also resonates with people who've only met Elvis through his songs.
Elvis talking about the hood. They talking about where we come from.
Paul Beauregard and Jordan Houston are the Oscar-winning rap duo 3-6 Mafia. They grew up just 2 blocks from Graceland in one of Memphis's poorest neighborhoods.
I want to see you scratcher.
My mom used to always listen to this song when I was young. They talk about, things that she went through. She had my mom had a bunch of kids, like 9 kids. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna get somebody to listen to your song. You talk about what they know about, what they want to hear. And she know about the ghetto, because, she lived in the ghetto.
In the ghetto.
That's it.
And his mama cries. But if there's one thing that she don't need, it's another hungry mouth to feed in the ghetto.
The microphone just caught me like off guard. Like that's crazy how like microphones went from like that to like this for real. Big ass microphone. First it was like that, like all like real cool and subtle. And now they came fucking megaphone. My fault. That was just a little thing I was just thinking real quick in my head.
We found the part on the record that we want to use. We sample it into the drum machine or the keyboard. That way we can loop it like.
My first line says, first I'm broke, so I hang out with the rat and roach. and still broke, so I'm sleeping on apartment floors. So it's just like the struggle, you know, what's going on in the hood. First I'm broke, so I hang out with the rat and roach. It's still broke, so I'm sleeping on apartment floors. And I was off beat, but it's all good because it's on TV. maybe do some edits, make me look cool, maybe put my name in the credits.
Once we have all that ready, you know, we load into the drum set and then hi-ya.
So he starts to roam the streets at night and he learns how to steal and he learns how to fight. Survival is an everyday task. Watching your back for the man wearing the mask. I say you might get stuck if you in the hood looking like it came up. We're riding old school wheels. High off the ground, right beside the hill. With the rat and roach, and still broke, cause I'm sleeping on the apartment floors. The drugs get up, kick, when they smoke a brick. I never seen a drug dealer ever call it quits. The hood struggle is to make it, gotta get the change. See, every day is like a dark cloud full of rain. The feds tapping for what's dangerous when you're hood trapping. So don't get lost in the sauce, slinging cold crackling.
Hey.
So help your brother along the way. No matter where it starts. But the same God that made you made him too. These men with broken hearts.
I mess with this song. Hey.
During the 60s and early 70s, when tensions between blacks and white.
That shit was live. I fuck with that song. In the ghetto. That shit fire, I ain't gonna lie. That shit,
We're at an all-time high. Elvis demonstrated his desire for racial reconciliation in the musicians that he chose and the treatment they received.
When we first decided to take the gig with Elvis, we had no idea that they were...
I like that too, like how he seemed like he real diverse. Like he got some stuff that make you wanna, feel me, just like rock. Like real soothing, like just to like listen to it. And then he got some stuff that's gonna make you wanna get up and like get up and move. That shit fire. I fuck with that.
Be any racial flack regarding it. Our first racial encounter was
I can see like Chris Tucker jamming at Elvis.
Texas. Elvis was told by his people that, well, you can leave the black girls home. You don't have to bring them. So Elvis wasn't going to do the Astrodome unless his girls could be with him. And he demanded that we be given the star treatment. We had to be in our convertible where everybody could see us. Bro. And our little blonde could drive us. And that was his statement. You don't like it? Deal with it, or I'm not going to be there. And I thought that was very big of him.
When I joined the group, in 1972, they took a big chance because there were no blacks in contemporary or Southern gospel music, and I was the first one, and it made all the headlines and everything. It was in Billboard and all the newspapers in Tennessee. And my first time meeting Elvis was, he had a folder full of clippings of things that he had read about me. As a matter of fact, the Imperials brought me to his suite, and he gave me this folder with all the clippings, and he personally welcomed me into the family. And for a guy who, you know, didn't really know where he stood, this was very important that he acknowledged my presence and, you know, made me feel very much a part of what the...
Bro, that's crazy. I see, listen, so I'm not gonna lie, I see why y'all rock with Dog like so heavy, for real. Like, I can definitely see why. It's not even like just his music though. Like, you know how, like, well, y'all know because y'all know about Elvis, but it's not like just his music. It's like it's like him, like, genuinely as a person. He just seems so like humble and just like great, and just, dang, I ain't never, this like totally changed my whole outlook. on like Elvis. I knew he was like a cool guy because everybody liked him and everything like that, but I never really knew like from my own eyes and like my own mindset of thinking. I didn't know, and that's like, dog, like Elvis got like a lot of respect for me now. That's crazy. Elvis like really goated for real. I like how he just able to get on there and just, you know, like be him like all the time. And he don't seem like he ever like one that like let the fame get to his head. He like that's love, bro. Like on a whole nother level.
We were all doing it, and right away he treated me like he'd known me for years. He gave me one of those TCB chains and everything, and I was just one of the guys, and I never forgot that.
And I've been around him with other people of color, and I've always seen him give love. He was very generous to people that he didn't even know. You didn't have to be of any racial persuasion for him to love you.
And you know how rumors get started when there's a big star or something. The people will start rumors. Well, he doesn't like this kind of people, or he doesn't like those people or that people. And I never got that from him.
But you know, Elvis is a whole nother thing. It's just, I think it's scary to even be compared to people in that, like, you know, I mean, because he's such a big talent, and he's out in his absence. Of course, he's bigger than in his presence. And music marks time. So in this time period, what Elvis was to his period will be something totally different. Well, I think rock and roll. I mean, what he brought to Vegas is more than rock and roll. I mean, I think there's just so much going on out here on the entertainment front. Like right now, you'll see the likes of Celine Dion and Tony Braxton. It's a lot going out here. You know what I mean? As far as rock and roll is concerned, it's great. I mean, Elvis Presley was able to do things that haven't been able to be duplicated to this day.
Black American music influenced Elvis. The fact that people say, well, he's the king of it all, king of rock and roll, is a slap in the face to those that made the music possible in the first place. Not to say he wasn't brilliant. I think he was a fantastic, talented singer.
I don't think he ripped them off. I think once something has been exposed, anyone can add or take from it. He was just so great, so popular, so hot, so anything that he played, it became a hit. To me, they didn't make a mistake when they called him the king.
That's a
lot. The only thing I want to know, was he my friend? Did I enjoy him as a performer? Did he give the world of entertainment something? Yes, on all counts. And that's the name of that tune.
He was a bundle of energy set to music. And that echo will never die.
That's too far. Like I ain't gonna lie, that like changed my whole outlook. I'm not saying I ever thought of Elvis as like a joke. I just never took it like serious at first because I didn't know him. I just knew of the name, and then when people like bring him up, well, at least around me or all that I have been exposed to, it was just like them joking around as like Elvis or something like that. And I never really thought to go and like look him up and like find out more about him or anything like that. So this right here is like an eye-opener. Like, I didn't realize how much of an impact he really had. Like, I knew he was, like, very much well-known. I just never knew that he was, like something great for real. Like, that's crazy. Like, to think, like, one person was able to, like, do this. And just, like, he started off with, like, music, though. I feel like people in the music industry already have like a huge impact on society or the whole world actually, because everybody see it and everybody like music for real. So for him to like come in the game like how he did, and like that's crazy. It's like it's so like And then it's not even just like set to like one sort of kind of like type of people. It's like, it seems like it's like everybody from a whole bunch of different walks of life can just like sit down and like really vibe to like either what he's saying or just like the energy he give off. And that's like, that's great. That's great, especially like during these times where everyone is like having a hard time. And then he's like, people able to just turn on like Elvis or just hear the name and just automatically get like some type of joy. That is crazy. That is too crazy. All right, y'all. That's all I really got about Elvis for this video. At least I'm definitely about to react to some more because now I'm like my eyes have been opened. All right, so that's the end of this video, y'all. Let me know what else I should react to down in the comments. I'm gonna get this one up and out the way so y'all can, you feel me? Y'all can do your thing and let me know what's going on or what's happening. And I look forward to reading y'all comments too. I do read all y'all comments, just so y'all know. I do not respond to all of them, of course, but I do read all the comments. So if you want to get my attention, just comment down below and let me know what else I should react to, y'all. And I'm out. And we up.